Welcome to Press Coverage Podcast. We have the host, as always, me, Zane Fry. We got, and then our two people. We got Brady and Rylan, co-hosts. They're going to be here pretty much every week from now on, I believe.
Staple. Yes.
Okay, let's start it off. This goes along with my agenda that I said last week. The big theme of everyone's frauds. I mean, I know the Broncos won this game, but what a horrible game of
They
football.
didn't deserve it. They didn't earn that.
No,
they did not earn this game.
Both teams should have gone home with a loss.
I cannot believe that I sat down and watched this entire thing happen. And there was about 3 times during this game where Geno Smith walked off. We thought he was hurt. We're like, finally, Kenny Pickett show. And had they started Kenny Pickett, they could have won this game. He wins this game for them because the Broncos were playing like, pardon my language, ass. They did not earn this win.
Kenny Pickett has a magical power called the fourth quarter.
He does.
It would have been awesome to watch Bo Nix and Kenny Pickett, the old Kenny Pickett and the new Kenny Pickett, play each other. It would have been beautiful.
But no.
But instead, Geno had to keep walking out there, even more hurt. And it's like, sit down, bro. Right back at some point. At some point, like, they're waiting for a response and you're being rude. You know? Falcons Colts, I mean, there's no shot I woke up for this, but I mean, that's all I need to see. Jonathan Taylor's him. That's really the only conclusion that needs to come away from this game.
Credit to the Falcons for holding their own here too, though, sending this to OT.
Yeah,
against the Colts, but
they definitely did. I mean, when Penix is in, it seems like they play bad. Like, Penix is not bad for their team, but I don't know, 12 for 28, 177. Like, it's not great. They still underutilize Bijan.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyler Algier had 2 touchdowns in this game. At some point, you gotta just, let your best player play football. It's a clear conclusion.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't gotta be that smart to understand that Bijan Robinson should have the ball in his hands.
Yep. Battle for the number 1 pick in
the number 1 pick is fun this year. There's a lot of teams it could be, but you know what? This is the game I put the stamp of approval on. I think this is football right here.
Yes.
This is what it's meant for.
2 kick return touchdowns.
Browns Jets. We should say that.
Browns Jets.
Doug Gabriel, I saw some highlights. He was throwing the ball pretty good. Damn, they didn't even let Justin Fields play football. It looks like 6-11. How the hell did they win this game?
2 punt returns.
Yeah.
In a row. 14 of those points are strictly from that.
Breece Hall leading in rushing and receiving.
He's the only man left standing after the trade.
Oh my God! Wait, they had Justin Fields had 54 passing yards, which is like, it sounds horrible. He threw the ball 11 times. 6 for 11 isn't good, but like, he barely touched the ball. Breece Yard's at 42 of the 54.
Yeah.
Justin Fields threw 12 yards this game, not to his running back.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What a cool game of football.
What a game.
That's what I was talking about.
Truly not disappointing.
It's an NFL game.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's football right there. Saints-Panthers, again. It exists. I think Tyler... I have no idea how to say his last name. It seems like no one else does either. Yeah. I like what he's playing. I feel like he does good.
I enjoy watching him more than... I don't even remember the guy they had.
Spencer Rattler.
Rattler, yes!
I think Alvin Kamara is just old at this point.
Yeah.
He just wants to go home. He's tired.
So. He wants to go be in the booth with Drew Brees.
There isn't enough of a team for the half-ass playing that used to just go for the whole field to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. 22 for 83 is not bad. It's just not good. He hasn't produced good in a while. And I love Alvin Kamara, but I don't know. He's reaching the end. It's always sad to see. Olave's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's his budget Drake London, in my opinion. That's how my brain thinks about him.
Again, Saints are just probably the most forgettable team.
Yeah, they are. I say it every week, but just like, nothing's happening there. They're just, I forget they're a team. It's like the only way to talk about them.
They won this week. They're a losing team. They won a game, and we didn't hear anything about it.
I didn't even know they won this game until right now.
When the Jets win a game, it's national news, but that's because they're fun bad. The Saints are just the Saints.
Yeah. I mean, Bryce Young did fine. Nico Dowdle did below average this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is just a bad game of football that had to be played, and that's how it works.
And it was played, and it was completed.
Is this a game of the week? I would say it might be. There were some big high-scoring games, but this is up there. Patriots Bucks.
Yeah.
This definitely was the game of the week for me, at least.
Baker, a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. 273, 3 touchdowns. Drake May. That's consistent. A little worse, but
still, I mean,
Trevor Howard's Trayvon Henderson was allowed to touch the ball, and it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of guys spell their names like this, and it bothers me. Why is it Trey, capital V, Trevion? Why is there just a capital V in the middle? Le'Veon Bell used to do the same. He had like a capital V and like an apostrophe, and it's like it's a name. It's not like a sentence.
I don't know,
apostrophe coming
I
from?
don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. He needs to get the ball. 14 for 170 or 150, 2 touchdowns. I mean, like, what else can you ask for a guy?
Yeah.
Also, I love Mac Hollins. He needs to touch the ball more because he's cool.
Yeah.
Please watch his
Receptions for
TikToks.
106 yards is.
Please go out of his way to watch his TikToks. It's so crazy that guy is allowed to play football. I mean, he doesn't believe in shoes. He says they're foot prisons.
What?
Yeah, he walks around without shoes and only wears cleats because he has to.
He's on a base though.
Everything he does is crazy. I watched a video of him just talking about Kangas Khan for like 3 minutes. He's just an insane human. It's so cool that you see a random guy on TikTok and then you're like, that guy's also in the NFL, by the way. And you're like, really? That guy?
Yeah.
It's awesome. Next game, Ravens Vikings.
I gotta tell you, Zane, I'm so sad. Because we didn't get to see 9. I kept waiting for him, and it never happened.
I don't know, I'm a big 9 guy.
No, okay. JJ McCarthy.
If we could edit, I would love a picture of the movie 9 to show up.
Yeah. Look, Vikings fans, and this is coming from someone who hates you guys because you're in my division, but you need to give him time because this is essentially his first year. He didn't play last year.
No, he's like 5 games into his career.
He's like 5 games into his career. Has he looked good? He's looked good sometimes, mainly against the fourth quarter and the Bears, which I'm not happy about. But he's also been rough. Those are rookie mistakes. Not Stephon Diggs. What am I thinking? Justin Jefferson didn't look his best in this game at all.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a little weird.
The ball, your leading receiver shouldn't be Jalen Naylor when you got Justin Jefferson on the team.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It's not crazy to say, but it's a simple conclusion. That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, and I mean,
their leading rusher is also J.J. McCarthy here with 5 carries for 50 yards.
Credit to the Ravens too, because they seem to be kind of back on track after that little slump they had at the beginning of the year. You know, Lamar's back.
Yeah.
Balling out. Their
Ravens
defense is really
Their
good.
team. Honestly, the thing that keeps their season alive, which Brady, I know you hate to hear, but it was that Bears win.
It was that Bears win, unfortunately. That was.
They were hurt. If they got to like 1-6, it's like, hey, the season's over, man. You can't come back from 1-6.
Yeah,
but
that kept
being
their
able to
season
push
alive.
it to 2-5. Now they're 4-5 with the Steelers being 5-4. They're only a game behind. They have an easier schedule and they play the Steelers twice.
Yeah.
It's not insane for them to take the division anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it all comes down to that Bears game, at least in my opinion, and how they play against the Steelers.
Yes.
If they split against the Steelers, it'll be tough. If they win both games, they'll win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, interesting. You're picking up water right now. There's some for you to talk about, son.
Bills Dolphins.
Bills Dolphins.
I think I missed that game. No, it's
No. I slept through that
You
one. I don't know what's
I
You
happening.
wish you missed
I
that
think
game.
we need our coaching staff to get their alternate personality 9, and they need to get in their alternate personality and run more than 3.
We need
plays.
Sean McDermott back on that terrorist timing.
Yeah, man. We didn't trade for anyone at the deadline. We're the exact same team, and we ran the same. We run 3 plays. This game was overall awful on all fronts. I don't think I can name one single good part about the Bills.
Yeah.
This game, it was just all awful. It was all bad.
Yeah.
And the Dolphins actually played like a team.
Yeah.
Tua threw the ball and didn't throw 5 interceptions. It was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just rough to watch. I mean, he even played that good. We just played awful. But I think the issue is that...
I mean, it's A-Chain. A-Chain crushed.
No,
Mhm.
AJ didn't go insane. The issue is that we didn't push for anyone at the deadline. We're gonna have the same team, and this team is wildly inconsistent on offense because 90% of the offense relies on Josh Allen playing like Superman every single game. That's not gonna happen.
They're just
So-
better Cowboys.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I
Yeah.
guess with a slightly better defense, with a better defense.
They're just like Cowboys are budget Bills.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I like that analogy.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that right now. Sadly, I mean, we didn't get. What we needed was a wide receiver 1. I think to really complete our offense. We've got James Cook as running back. It is just overall for the Bills right now, but obviously we've got Josh Allen, James Cook. We've got a good tight end room. Our receiving core needs a wide receiver one. That's what we need. If then our offense would be good. Our defense is injured right now, and they may not be playing their best at all times, but a good solid wide receiver one would really complete our offense, I think. And we didn't get it.
But did you get one yesterday?
Yeah, we are now, guys. Actually, we're gonna go win the Super Bowl now. We signed McCole Hardman, Super Bowl winner McCole Hardman, to the Buffalo Bills, and now we will be winning the Super Bowl this year because of that amazing. Yeah, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave. Don't need him. We need McCole Hardman. That's who's gonna save our season.
Yeah.
This was just awful. This took us from a really good high on the Chiefs win to just the lowest of lows.
You guys turned up against the Chiefs. You just played better football against them. It's an attitude thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I think the coaching staff needs to just really, really change their mindset against. It seems like whenever we play teams lower than us now this season, we just have the worst play calling. And we need to. I don't know what needs to be done, but we need to change something so that we're not losing these types of games. And I mean, we've got the Buccaneers next week, so if we don't play like we did, last week against the Chiefs, like we did against the Chiefs, we're not winning this game. And if we don't win this game, I mean, it's not looking amazing for our playoff run. So, hopefully we can lock in, come back from it. I believe, but we'll see how it goes.
It seems like you're looking at a lot of big picture. I'd like to zoom in a little quick on this game. First 3 quarters, 0 points. I mean, that doesn't work. And we also determined it's a pretty simple formula. James Cook run ball good, Bill win game good. James Cook 13 carries for 53 yards. It's not
Bill
it's
game
not
out
bad.
He also was injured.
Yeah, for sure.
Last week, and
But
people were even debating bringing him in this game.
But the run game is what builds your passing game. And this week, I wouldn't say the run game was bad, but it wasn't enough to build the passing.
Yeah.
And I mean, you scored 13 points, and they're all in the fourth quarter. I mean, 3 whole quarters of not scoring points, you're never going to win a football game that way. As simple as that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's like a lot of issues at the moment. It doesn't seem like they're unfixable, but it's definitely something going on.
I don't know. I don't think it's unfixable. I think we just honestly missed the trade deadline to do what we need to do for our team.
Yeah.
Right, this season, and that's really it. I mean, hopefully, I believe in the Bills. I believe in this lineup, but it's just a lot harder road without, I think overall just a wide receiver one. I think that would really complete our offense.
Yeah.
It's just harder.
I totally get it. Brady, I'm feeling like energy radiating off of you towards me. So how about you take the mic here?
All right. I'm going to start with the negatives first, like I did last week with our
As
win
you
against the
should.
Bengals, as I should, because our defense is still beat to hell. Our secondary, which, granted, we just got good news that it sounds like Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon should be back before the end of the season, as early as probably early December, which would be great for us, especially if we can get him back December 7th against the Packers, which is looking like it might be possible from what Ben Johnson is saying, so that would be good. But our defense, it's just Swiss cheese out there in the secondary. Granted, shout out to C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who we signed 2 weeks ago, and he had 2 sacks just in this game alone. I think he might have had one in that Bengals game as well, but he's aggressive. He's what we need in the pass rushing, and so I like having him in there just to some added depth. But again, defense not great. Our wide receivers were not helping Caleb Williams whatsoever here. Granted, it's their first game of the year in like freezing temperatures. There was snow, wind, all that stuff. But Caleb Williams was throwing dimes, and I believe there were 6 drop passes for a decent amount of yards from, DJ Moore. What's his name? Zacchaeus needs to be out and Luther Burden needs to be in, because Zacchaeus dropped so many balls and Luther Burden had he had a gigantic catch in that game-winning drive there at the end to help us gain a whole bunch of yards. He's been great all year. He was the one that caught the flea flicker. Luther Burden, I think, needs to be our in place of Zacchaeus. Odunze dropped one, but he also caught a couple. He had a better game than he did against the Bengals, so shout out to his dad for that one. But 6 drops in a game, that can't happen. And playing inside at US Bank Stadium, I think that should be better. Caleb Williams, man, I was shaky on him after the Ravens, but I've never given up on him all the way yet, and I'm glad that I haven't, because this man, he is now tied for the most game-winning drives of any quarterback in the entire NFL.
Yep.
He has constantly found a way to lead this team when we are down. When the chips are down, he gets out there and he leads this team. Again, like I said in that Bengals game, there's that picture of him walking out 54 seconds left on the clock, and he's smiling because he knows he's about to go throw a touchdown. And I'm telling you, if this guy, this is the second game in a row with over 63 yards rushing. He ran that game-winning touchdown in himself there at the end for like, I mean, he's my biggest critique of him during the Ravens game especially was that there were opportunities for him to just run it up the middle, run around the side, and pick up a couple of yards, and he wasn't taking those chances. And ever since that game, especially in this Giants game, he's been taking those chances. And that boy can scramble. And I think that if that loss was what it took to help him unlock another part of his potential as quarterback, then I think that was worth it, because now we're second in our division, in the hunt to get a wild card spot for sure. And granted, this next slate of games is going to be tough, but I think this team is continuing to get better. I like the progress that I'm seeing. And Caleb Williams, in a couple of years, I think, you can call me crazy, I think has the potential to be the best quarterback in the NFC North.
In the NFC North.
Because Jordan Love has not looked great. I don't know what his ceiling is, but he just does not look.
It's not Toyota thought.
I don't. Jared Goff, I think, is his only. Because
Jared Goff will never get credit, but he's always great.
I think Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the NFC North right now.
He just has to game manage, and he's so good at managing his game.
He is, absolutely. But I think Caleb's ceiling under Ben Johnson's coaching has the potential to get him there, especially if Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur continue their current trajectory. And we'll see where J.J. McCarthy ends up. But
9.
Those are my thoughts.
One thing I would add to this game, God, I messed up fantasy on this one, bro. I started the backup running back. I sat Odunze. Both the absolute wrong options.
Yeah.
Also, as a Bears fan, I'm curious what you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
You think DJ Moore is a permanent stay?
I think he will. I don't know about permanent. I think he'll be here for at least another year or two. But I think, especially with how well Odunze is Caleb's guy still,
Yeah.
I would say. Luther Burden is incredibly underrated, and we need to utilize him more. Ben Johnson even said that in one of the press conferences. So, I mean, I see him sticking around, but I don't know how much longer he'll be wide receiver 1, and if he's not, I wonder if somebody else tries to pick him up. And I don't know if it would be the worst loss in the world if we do lose him. I love having him here. He's a great player, but
yeah,
I think Odunze and Burden are more the future of this franchise in that position than he is.
Yeah, looking at it feels like, not that his skill isn't great. He is a very, very talented guy.
Absolutely.
But it feels like he's underused and overpaid.
Yeah.
And it feels like you could get a guy for the role you put him in for a lot cheaper and be able to build better things for Caleb or this defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it seems like an idea to think through in this offseason. Because I don't know if he's like angry and wants out, but it seems like maybe it's something to think about.
Yeah, I agree. I think we really need to focus on building this defense, which I think that's what Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson are going to look at. But yeah, I mean, I think this team has had continued forward progress this season, and this next slate of games. I mean, you got Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers. That's going to be tough. But I think if this team can continue to play gritty, improve, and the wide receivers can catch, I think we're going to be
fun for this podcast. I think both the Steelers and the Bears season is very reliant on winning against each other. So that'll be fun.
That'll be a fun week to talk. Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. I wasn't able to watch this game, but Jaguars Texans. I don't understand what happened here.
I don't either. I tuned in.
I think there was a kick return at some point. I think there was a punt return or something. But okay, it seems like Trevor played fine.
He was
ETN did. It seems look like he did bad. Jacoby Myers didn't do a whole lot, but Davis Mills threw for almost 300 yards.
Yep.
Their leading receiver is Joquavius Marks, or no, running back. And then Nico Collins did really good.
Okay, come on. You're telling me you've never heard of the best running back in the league, Joquavius Marks?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Does that mean...
I don't know. The only thing I have any stake in this game is that it kind of eliminates my agenda for the Jaguars having a good enough record to beat out the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which I really didn't think was ever going to happen, but if I did want it to happen, it's probably less of a chance now.
Yeah. I think the Jags just had a great... They just really locked in against the Chiefs, and I just don't think it's going to happen again. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't lose to Davis Mills, man. I mean, it's simple as that. It's Davis Mills, and they were up.
Evidently, you can. They
I
did.
mean, look at this. The
Can't be
Texans
about-
scored
can't be
20.
about Quavius,
The
man.
Texans scored 26 in the fourth quarter.
That's just, that.
That's the game.
That reminded me of Giants
Return
Broncos.
to the
You
Broncos,
cannot let that
yeah.
happen.
How do you let Davis
Are they
Mills?
the same team?
Ooh.
Top 5 defense. Just their offense just goes insane in fourth quarter.
I would not say the Giants are top 10 defense.
I
Or
was
top
not talking
5.
about the Giants. I was talking about the Texans.
The Broncos. Okay.
Broncos and Texans. I'm saying, are they
I
just
don't
the
know.
same team?
The Texans have an
Interesting.
underrated defense, in my opinion.
Well, because
They
they were
were really
supposed to be
good
good,
defense.
and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden they were bottom 5 for a long time, and everyone gave up on them. So now they
Yeah.
have to be an underdog team,
Mhm.
which I don't think they probably are. But
Yeah.
you know,
Real quick, before the next game, you guys reminded me of something talking about that Giants-Broncos game. What are our thoughts on the firing of Brian Dable?
it needed to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
we also got distracted on the Giants
it?
games. I love James Winston. I'm happy he gets to play.
Yes,
Yeah, I do
I'm
love
excited
James.
for him
Who
to get to
doesn't love
play.
James
Yeah.
Winston?
I don't know. It seemed like it was less of a if and when thing
More
for
of a when.
Dable. I mean, I got a
Yeah.
Giants friend, and he posts on his private story all the time, just like memes about firing Dable. And I commented I replied to him, and I was like, "Don't you like Dable?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." and he's
a
like,
good
"But
dude, but
he's like, I like the guy, I like him as a coach, but it's time for him to go." And that's simply what it is.
it seemed like Jackson Dart and
Yeah.
Scattaboo were going to save his season, and then
It's
out went his ankle, and then Jackson Dart is speedrunning CTE. So.
Yeah, it's the same with
Yeah.
Mike McDaniels. Like, I don't think he's necessarily a bad coach, but he's
No.
lost the locker room.
He has a good offensive mind. Like you
It's
see this
pathetic.
a lot. Like good offensive minds that get thrust in the head coaching position, and just don't have the hold of the locker room.
And like, if he goes somewhere else and succeeds, or like
Which,
him or Dable,
yeah,
that doesn't mean that these teams made the wrong choice.
yeah,
Which it seems like once we get in the future, we do things like, oh my God, how did Belichick get like fucking dropped from like the Browns? And it's like,
yeah.
well, because he wasn't the right fit there. He wasn't what was happening. At some point you
Yeah.
got to move from people, and it doesn't mean it's the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Which I think we're very quick to do as sports
Mhm.
fans.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Anyway.
Cardinals Seahawks.
Dude,
Um,
Seahawks are-
The Seahawks are legit. I
They
mean,
are.
not that much else to say. I think they're 1, 2, or 3 somewhere in there. I don't want to hard put them anywhere because
I mean,
you know the Rams still exist. The Lions are pretty good. There's some teams, but
But they are legit this year.
I don't know. Watching a game like this, it feels a little silly to potentially fake an injury to put your franchise quarterback on IR. After watching Jacoby Brissett play one good game against the Cowboys, the worst defense in the NFL,
He
And
put
then-
Kyler Murray
and then
on the
soft benching your franchise quarterback, it seemed okay at the time. Now looking back at it, you're like, that's a little silly. It's a little bit of
silly.
a goofy move you got there. I mean, Sam Darnold, dude, 10 for 12 in a 44-point game. He didn't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, where did
I mean,
these
I
points
think
even come from?
I think it's a little unfair to judge Jacoby Brissett having to start this. It's his second game against the Seahawks, but still, silly move.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are the Seahawks.
He threw
Yeah.
a pick six, or no, he had 2 fumble sixes this game.
Mm.
I mean, you can't.
You
He put up almost as many points for the other team as they did, or as his team did. But yeah,
Speaking, same
all
score.
of these games are very similar. I know like the scores are slightly different, but these 3 are pretty similar because I went to the Steelers Chargers game this week. We'll get to that, but they have the giant jumbotron at SoFi, and I was there early, so I wasn't able to watch these games. But on the jumbotron, it's like having red zone, and they had all 3 of the games up, and all of them were like 40 something to 20 something, and they're all in like the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And it felt like I had 3 of the same football game on.
Basically, you did. That
Yeah.
Lions-Commanders game,
The Commanders are hurt / not good. The Lions are definitely good.
it was not a good day for the Big
Goff
Don to
just
show
took the
up.
top off. Gibbs went crazy. Jameson Williams went crazy.
something-
Mariota didn't even play bad, it looks
He didn't.
like.
He didn't know. He just.
Okay, Bill is an industry plant running back.
Yeah.
First of all, why is he called Bill? There's no Bill in there. I'm looking at
Wild
3 names,
Bill.
and none of them are B.
Wild Bill.
Jacoby, Crosby,
I remember-
Moret. Where's Bill?
I
from?
remember. I can't
I
remember.
asked you this, and you said it was crazy, And now you're saying the same thing to me. I was like, "Where's Bill from?" He's like, "Oh, you're like, oh no, you don't get it." And I was like, "No, I don't get it."
I remember
Now
it was.
I'm wrong.
It was.
I'm fine admitting I'm wrong.
It was week 5. I think it was week 5 when he got the Tom Brady's LFG Player of the Week, and that was the week before they played us. The Commanders played the Bears, and everybody was like, "Watch out for him. He's gonna be crazy." And then I'm watching the game, and I'm like, "Where is this guy?
Yeah, he's in.
Where? I'm
Okay,
waiting."
I love John
Yeah.
Gruden, but from what I've learned, it just seems like John Gruden made a video on him just because he liked that the guy's name was Bill, and then
Yeah.
everyone gained hype from him.
Yeah.
Because I think he's a 7th round pick. Like, why did any of us think this was
Granted.
going to work out?
So is Coleman, okay. But
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to be the
He
guy
wasn't.
to start for the team.
no, he wasn't. He just came in, took his chance.
Bill was.
Well, Bill, yeah.
Monungai wasn't given hype preseason. Bill was. That's a difference.
Yes.
You don't give hype to a 7th
Yes.
round pick. Last one of this little 3 slate right here. We
Matthew
got Rams,
Stafford's my
Niners,
MVP candidate right now.
and that's fair.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford just continues to consistently ball out every single week.
Yeah.
I don't
Rams versus the
understand how the Niners didn't score more points. Because I'm looking at Mac Jones right now. 33 for 39 for 320 yards and 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I don't know if I'm necessarily going to say it's a better game than Stafford, but it's just as good.
It's just as good, yeah.
But they lost by 20 points. Like,
I
what
don't know if
happened?
I do have to say one thing. Gabe just posted on his notes, Brock Purdy, come save us. And I don't think
No.
Brock Purdy does
This
anything to
feels
save them.
exactly like the
the
Burrow-Flacco
Burrow
situation.
Flacco situation.
Thank you.
The
Ball driver.
game in the Bears, Burrow does not play any better than Joe Flacco does there.
He can't. Flacco, a guy who's been in the league, it seems like our entire lives,
Yeah.
had his career high against the Bears.
Yeah.
What is Flacco, or what is Burrow going to do that Flacco didn't?
Just because
Yeah.
you guys, nobody here is saying Joe Burrow is not a great quarterback.
No.
I still think he's
The
better.
thing
but
is
yeah.
that the issue with the Bengals is nothing related to their offense. It's almost purely their defense.
and it's
Yeah.
not even like they're
Like the defense
maybe.
is just awful.
It's
They
not
just
even
have
like-
overload on offense.
It's not even like, oh, they're running at like a 7 out of 10 at offense with Flacco, and maybe they'll be like an 8 out of 10 with Burrow.
No.
Like, they can't run any better. He threw for almost 500 yards. Like, there's nothing else a quarterback can do.
And that's it's
Like, Burrow's not going to come in from not playing football.
and just throw
In
for
2
600
months.
yards and score a million touchdowns.
It's not going to happen.
No.
And I've been seeing things that they might think about shopping him this offseason, which
And
is
then
an
even
interesting idea.
And then even if he did come in, the other team would just score one more. Because that's every Bengals
Yeah.
game now.
It is. Okay. Steelers Chargers.
Oh boy.
I've got a decent amount to say here.
Yep. Go ahead.
I got a spreadsheet. So the reason we should still care about the Steelers are sitting at a 40% chance around to make the playoffs. So they're still a team that matters. That's why I'm not just saying all this stuff because I'm a Steelers fan. This is still a team that matters that we're looking at. Okay, first we'll start off with the issues. I think QBs and receivers is the first topic here. Aaron Rodgers played bad. He played objectively bad. He was rushing passes. He was forcing them. He was putting them in windows I don't really think existed. Which is interesting because if you watch every game this season, he hasn't played football like that. So my thought process isn't instantly blame Aaron Rodgers. He's gone. We need a new guy, blah, blah, blah. My thought process is more, let's look into it and see why he was forcing these passes. Let's see why he was hitting these. And I've come away with some things. First of all, just some stats. We were 0 for 9 on third downs until garbage time. We picked up a couple. So if you look it up, the stat would be a little different. But 0 for 9. That's unacceptable. Our leading receiver had 3 receptions. Some of those also coming in the last 4 minutes of the game when the game was over.
Yeah.
He had 16 total completions, which the NFL average is 24. I wish I could watch the whole game on like YouTube, but it doesn't exist because the NFL is greedy. But I watched just the highlights of the game, and I just like looked through like what plays were like whose fault. I had a little blame sheet. A lot of them were Rodgers, but what I also noticed, horrible play calling, which I've said, but there was a 3rd and 2 where every route was 15 yards. And I mean, he ended up not getting sacked. He ended up throwing it away, but like he pretty much got sacked because what are you going to do? You need 2 yards. Why is every guy 15 yards downfield? Explain it to me. And there's just a lot of sets where just horrible play calling. And I think this leads into the next point a little bit. Running the ball. Jalen Warren averaged 5 yards a carry on Sunday. He got 14 touches. I mean, that feels absurd, right? He's averaging 14.2 on the season. And listen to the snap share, or snap count. Jalen Warren had 24 snaps this game. Kenneth Gainwell had 27, and Caleb Johnson had 4. So he wasn't even in half the game. Kenneth Gainwell didn't get a rush. So 27 plays out of the game, you can just go, well, I guess they're throwing the football because they don't run with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously that's so easy to stop. Warren should be running the ball 20 times a game, like every other bell cow in the NFL does. He would have ended with 100 yards this game, and I guarantee that would have worked. There was multiple times we threw him to the absolute dogs. There was a play we were near our own goal line, on the left side, we run a toss. There's nothing open, and he hurdles a guy and ends up getting 15 out of it. Just a play, just like that. Only someone like Jalen Warren is really, really good. Jalen Warren is like the running back, I would say like 12 in the NFL, but no one ever gets to see it because we refuse to give him the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging 14 carries a game, which is like below league average. And then the next thing on the offense, this is the big thing here, our tight ends. I loved Jalen Ramsey. I think he was very good for us. I know that sounds weird coming from this section, but Arthur Smith traded away Jalen Ramsey, the most Steeler player we own, basically to acquire Jonnu Smith. I know we got Ramsey in that trade, and I like Ramsey, and I think that's what made the trade even, but we did that just so we can acquire Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith is not good at football. He plays 60% of the snaps for the Steelers. Muth plays 48, and Darnell Washington plays 57. Why is our tight end 1 getting the least amount of snaps in the out of all our tight ends to begin with? Muth is by far the best one here. But here's an interesting stat. In games Darnell Washington plays over 60% of snaps, we are 3-1, and we score 26.25 points per games. In games where he plays less than 60, 2-3, 21.4 points a game. So that's a 5-point swing, just from Darnell Washington being on the field. Jonnu Smith this season has 26 catches, 163 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Muth has 22 catches, so 4 less, for 260 yards, another 100 yards, and an extra touchdown. He has 3. And then Washington has very similar stats to Jonnu Smith, but he's also the best run blocker in the entire NFL, tight end-wise. So it's pretty simple. Jonnu should not be in the field, right? And our defense, I know I'm going on a lot. I have a lot to say about this game. I figured out the Steelers have fixable in things. They have things to fix this season, and I'm figured it out. So the Chargers' offensive line this game was maybe the worst offensive line any football team has ever brought out to a game ever. Their left tackle ranked 38 out of 38 by PFF. Their center ranked 36 out of 36. Their right guard was ranked 36 out of 37, and their right tackle was ranked 35 out of 36. So 4 of their starting 5 linemen were ranked bottom 2 in the NFL at their position. God awful. We got 5 sacks. I understand that's a lot, but we also got 5 sacks last week against the best offensive line in the league against the Colts. So we gotta be getting more pressure than that. It wasn't like they were quick passing. Herbert stood in the pocket for 3, 4, 5 seconds every play, and it worked. A lot of this is because we run stupid stunts. TJ Watt comes off the left edge every play, and we don't do anything about it, which is why he's able to get chipped 40%, which is an unheard of number. The highest chip rate ever is 25%, and he's been getting chipped 40% this season, it can only happen if they know where you're coming from, which is just, both our offensive coordinators are stupid. I think that's the main reason all these issues exist. But listen to this. TJ Watt has a 13.8% win rate this season and a 12% pressure rate. He plays 80% of snaps, so he's in most of the game, which makes sense. Even with those numbers being low, he's the reason other people succeed. I understand that. Alex Highsmith has a 17.5% win rate and 18.4% pressure and 73% snap. So a little lower, but he has a little higher win rates. Then listen to Nick Herbig. 34% win rate, which I think is league leading, and 22% pressure rate on 59% of snaps. So he's not even in most of the time, and he has 5.5 sacks. Alex Highsmith has 5.5, and TJ has 6. So listen to this. This is the big thing here. Weeks 2 through 6, Nick Herbig played 77% of snaps. Weeks 7 through 10, he played 42%. Wow. He is by far our most efficient person at rushing the quarterback this season, and he is consistently losing snaps. I don't know where it makes sense. He has multiple forced fumbles. He has an interception. He is doing just as much as TJ and Alex Highsmith or more. I think they should be on the field, for sure. But I think it should be more of a split. He shouldn't be losing snaps while being the most efficient guy on the field. It makes no sense. So with all those issues existing, I think there's a couple simple things we got to do. First down, we got to come in a heavy set, which means I want 2 tight ends on the field every first and second down, I believe. And I think those 2 tight ends should be Muth and Washington. I think they should be in all the time. I think once we come out in sets like that, it allows us to be able to run the ball a lot. And it also allows us to run the play action, which makes it so Warren can actually play the game better, and we allow him to use him. And then it forces the defense to get into heavy sets, which allows Aaron Rodgers and our receivers like DK Metcalf, who are very talented, to get open and actually make plays. And since we have more tight ends on the field, who are better than, I would say, our receiver 2s and 3s, we could also get them the ball. It makes tons of sense. I think we need to throw more short passes. It seemed like first and second down, we either ran or threw it for like 15 yards and it didn't work. And then we just got in lots of third and longs. Yeah. That doesn't work. That doesn't help anyone. Our D-line needs to run better stunts. I mean, any NFL fan could tell you that for years. And Nick Herbig needs to play the game more. Simple as that. I think there's problems in like our secondary and stuff, but I didn't really find exact stats to help you with that. But James Pierre's ass. Darius Slay is hurt. Steeler fans, if you follow the accounts, you've seen this, but James Pierre doesn't own an air fryer. Cryptic message here, I know. We signed Sante Samuel Jr. I think that's big. I think that'll help this team.
That will be good for you. I was hoping for that myself.
But basically, all these things I said are things we have on the roster that are just very simple to change that will work out for the team.
Yeah.
And we just don't do it. Like the game against the Vikings, we absolutely dominated. And you'll guess what? Darnell Washington played 91% of snaps, and we ran the ball crazy on them. Kenneth Gainwell went for like 130 yards. We didn't even have War in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we do that and go, let's not ever do that again? Yeah, let's just never do that again.
Yeah.
But, it's the Steelers. This is how we play football. This is one of the most embarrassing games I've seen in a long time from us. And the Bengals need to be a bounce back. If we lose 2 games to the Bengals this season, I think our season's over. And we really put ourselves in a hole from losing games we should be winning. Yeah. Rodgers played bad, and I think we fix a couple things and we allow him to play more with his brain instead of the abilities he has, and I think we play so much better football. Okay, rant over. Most boring game of the week.
I was hoping that I was like, okay, 2 primetime games this week have not been great. Surely this one will be good.
Yeah, 0 for 3 this weekend.
Correct.
Jalen Hurts sucks. Jordan Love's mid. The Eagles are very frauds, and the Packers are even more frauds.
Matt LaFleur can't call plays to save his life.
I think this is a game that puts a bad taste in both these teams' mouths.
Mm-hmm.
No one did good. Everything was bad. I think you start worrying.
I saw pictures of Matt LaFleur on his little iPad on the sideline, and it's just edits of him. He's just playing Clash on there, or he's Googling how to call plays. Because why do you run it out of the shotgun on 3rd and 2?
Yeah.
You need that drive to be successful.
Tucker Kraft meant more to the Packers than we thought. Also,
Tucker Kraft was their wide receiver 1.
Jordan Love. I really like Jordan Love. I think he can make great passes. I think he's good. You have to be smart enough to, with the game on the line and the entire defense is yelling inside zone to the left, to audible. It can't be easier. It genuinely cannot be an easier thing to do. If the entire defense knows you're going to run it left,
audible.
And they literally are saying it out loud. It's not like, oh, I'm reading the safety coming down and they're going to be in this defense. They are telling you they are going to stop the run to the left.
That's the biggest.
That's
thing.
a game on the line.
Like, you heard me talking about like the whole Jordan Love versus like Caleb Williams, all the QBs in the NFC North, and that's the biggest thing, especially watching him this season, is Jordan Love is so stuck to the script that even in a situation like that, he doesn't have the improvisation or even just like the basic quarterback like thinking to call an audible and change that play. I mean, you're just basically throwing away the game at that point.
Yeah.
You have the kicker who holds your franchise record sitting on the bench, and you're sending out McManus, who has been notoriously mid for you as a kicker this season when it comes down to the game winner.
Who's sitting on the bench?
I can't remember his name. Hold on.
Is it Crosby? Because Crosby was really bad like a year or 2 ago. Well, okay, another thing I want to say while he's looking that up is I remember stories from all the great 2010s quarterbacks, and there's at least a story from like almost all of them where at some point they just pretended they didn't hear the play calls coming in their helmet and just called plays themselves.
Yep.
Brady did it. Big Ben did it. Rodgers did it. Not Stafford. Manning, I think, did it. And you have to be a good enough quarterback to be able to do,
do that,
something like
yeah.
that. If your offensive coordinator is calling horrible plays every time and nothing on the field is working, at some point you just gotta not do it.
Or like he sees the defender coming in, sack is coming, and just puts his arm up and lets go of the ball.
That was one of the silliest plays I've ever seen. He does Looney
Lucas
Tunes sometimes.
Haversick, current record for the Packer, holds the current longest field goal at a 61-yard field goal. And they had him on the bench and sent McManus out there, who they notoriously knew was not going to be able to make that kick. And I
was talking with someone the other day about why Moody is playing good now and why he didn't in the past. And kicking is almost purely
it is a mental
game.
Absolutely.
Because McManus was very good for, I'm pretty sure, the Broncos for a long time. He was very accurate and stuff. Obviously, right now, as the Green Bay Packers, he doesn't feel good. He's not. He doesn't feel the vibes he wants to feel, and he's in his head. It's very clear. And at some point, you just got to do something about that. Like, you got to put a different guy in. You got to choose someone else to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
We hit the end of these games. Quick little look to the forward. I don't want to choose my game of the week as Rylan's, but, I mean, Buccaneers-Bills seems pretty cool and important.
Buccaneers-Bills.
It'll be a very good game if we play like we should.
Yep.
That's about it.
That's definitely true. I think Lion-Eagles, I feel like the Eagles might get curb stomped.
I feel like they might.
I mean, if they...
I hope they don't, but I feel like
And
they
I'm
might.
going to put my stamp of the Zane stamp of approval, Seahawks-Rams.
I like that game.
Oh, that's
I like that game.
That actually might be game of the week.
I think it will be.
I'll be looking out, obviously, for the Bears-Vikings rematch here. We're a very different team than we were week 1. The Vikings are a wild card from week to week, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, Seahawks-Rams, that's two juggernauts hitting each other.
Okay.
Should be
Now, I mean, my favorite part of the pod.
good.
Please comment if you guys don't enjoy this part, but this is my favorite.
This is
Quick run through the rules. All three of us are going to say a player. We're going to try to use the connections of those players to get to the same player in 6 amount of turns, I believe, is what we're going to go with.
Okay.
We're a little over time, so we're going to try to move fast here.
Okay, I've got mine already.
How many
Okay.
turns do we have?
6.
6? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Matthew
Jonathan
Stafford.
Taylor. Dalton Kincaid.
Matthew Stafford.
Jonathan Taylor. Wow, we are working with nothing here.
We are working.
I've got something.
Kincaid,
Matt Stafford.
Stafford, Jonathan Taylor.
Um,
Okay. Oh, I see something.
I don't.
I-
Well, I'll see where you guys
My-
go.
Well, let's
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go again.
3, 2, 1.
Jerry
Drake May.
Drake May.
Drake May. We named 2 guys that are front runners for MVP.
Okay, we can't say it, but I did understand that. Yeah. Okay, you're right. That's
Yes. Okay.
Now-
so
What'd you say, Jared Goff?
yeah.
Drake May, Jared Goff.
Wait. So we're okay. No, without saying any words,
I think
okay.
there's another way we can go with this.
I think
Drake May,
no, I
Drake
think
May, Jared
we had-
Goff.
Wait, should we just do the next one?
I don't have any.
I think we just have to.
Okay, we're on 2 here. I
think we're
I mean-
ending up in a spot that we ended up.
We've been here before, but okay, I have something here.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Josh
JSN.
Allen.
Allen.
I said JSN.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
I
Okay, wait, that's 3.
was about to say Josh Allen. That actually was awful. Okay.
Okay, JSN, Josh Allen.
Okay. I think
You guys are
Rylan. I think this is where you need to just be with us.
Okay.
Okay. Wait.
I'm connected to you.
I worry that we're gonna split on this one.
No,
but
I know where. I think I know where you guys are at. I'm trying to connect. Let me think.
We're on 3 of 6 here.
Okay, I've got one.
I think I got one. I don't feel like we're connected here, but I don't know. We'll try
We'll
it.
try.
3, 2, 1. Justin
Patrick
Herbert.
Herbert.
You also said Herbert?
Yeah.
God, that's 3 in a row.
What? I don't get it. I don't get this one.
What did you say?
I said Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
Calm it down.
Wait.
Calm it down.
Wait.
Hold on,
I think
hold
I know.
on,
I
hold
think
on.
I know
Calm
where to
it
go
down.
with this.
Okay.
We
I
got-
got a pick here.
We got 2 Justin Herberts and a Patrick Mahomes. I got to pick
I
here.
think this is.
I got to pick here, please.
Okay.
Please.
3.
Wait, no. Wait, think.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I got it.
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bo
Nix.
Bang!
There we go.
Bang. 5 tries. 1 to spare. Hey, great week from the boys. I think it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Ooh, Steeler Player of the Week. I did not think about this. Who Wait, I just forgot his name. Brain. Martavius Bryant. God, Martavius Bryant was awesome. I wish the NFL was like the NBA. He shouldn't get in trouble for weed. That's not his fault. The NBA players are allowed to smoke. He's allowed to smoke. And thank you for listening to our episode or watching, depending on which one you want. We are on YouTube and Spotify now, and there is a TikTok and Instagram. If you watch or anything, look us up, Press Coverage Podcast, on any of those platforms, and please follow. Thank you for watching or listening, and we are out.